What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel and welcome to another vlog. And this one is about the Dominar 400. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about three positives and also two areas of improvement when you're looking for a 400cc vehicle or above in the price bracket of between 2.4 to around 3.5 lakhs. So that's where I'm going to focus most of my attention in terms of the price to performance, as well as whether this vehicle fits the bill for city as well as highway touring. So I know that there are bikes which are lesser than this, which is firstly the younger brother, which is the NS 400, and that is also a capable bike, but it lacks certain touring features, and hence the price difference. It is around like 40,000 lesser than this vehicle. But yeah, from an engine point of view, it is the same, and it also has the same power and torque figures. But yeah, when it comes to the positives, I think one of the biggest thing is the price. This costed me a 2024 model with all the accessories, costed me roughly around 2,69,000. So that was the on-road price at Telangana, and the NS 400 right now it's cost roughly around like 2,45,000. That is the on-road price. So having said that, for that price, yes, this is the uh, only other vehicle which is available for a 400cc segment, where the power and torque is touching around 40 PS and around 35 Nm of torque. And I compare this with the vehicles which are more or less in the same ballpark figure, like the Triumph 400, both the street and the scram, and also the other vehicles which is the Gorilla, the Maverick, and vehicles like that. But vehicles like the 350 or the 400s in terms of lower power, like the Classic, the Maverick, these vehicles sit below the power band. They make roughly between 29 to around 40 PS, so they are a little bit lower than this, and hence I think that's something where I'm not taking those vehicles into consideration. But from the positives, that is the number one thing, and for that price, you get a lot of accessories like the touring visor, the knuckle guards, which is again metal coated, so metal supported, the very nice pannier rack, and also the top rack, which is made up of fully aluminum, and also the bash plate. Right. It also has the scratch guard, which supports even the radiator fluid, so that also is there. So all these equipment, right, were part of the on-road price, so which is I think the icing on the cake. Apart from that, the second bit is it is a very nice touring friendly vehicle. So for long hauls, this fits the bill. So number one, where if you're doing your commutes, where 70% is on the highways, and sorry, 60% is on the highways and 40% in the cities, then I think this should be the right bike. The reason for that is because this bike is built for mostly long hauls. The stability, the weight, like which is on the higher side, which I would say it as one of the con. But yeah, that weight is something which also adds up when you're in highways, and when you're clocking speeds. That weight certainly adds up to keep the bike more stable and planted. So, from a highway touring point of view, it has all the attributes. It also has the power and also the sixth gear to cruise between speeds of around 100 to 120 with ease and not stretching. So, as experts say, right, you need to have another 5 to 6 bhp more when you are at a top speed of around 100. So that gives you that additional power where you can surge through and not strain the engine. So from that point of view, this checks the right boxes. So that's also there. And number three is the accessibility of sales, service, and the network. This bike is the only bike from Bajaj which is under the 400cc category, right, where it is exported to several markets, Latin America mostly, and yeah. So and it's made its mark even over there in those regions. and it is not only India specific but also internationally. It is there, and you get to see a lot of spares availability and the network to service this vehicle, because this is derived from the KTM source engine, which is 390cc, and hence this engine was in existence, which is more than 10 years. So hence the availability of spares is always there. The other icing on cakes are certain things which I like, and that is the headlight. The headlight I believe this is the only 400cc vehicle which has a 10 pod LED, unit, and it is pretty bright. Again, it is user specific where you want to keep some aux lights, which I did. But I think for most of the part, the highway tourings, right, the headlight is pretty strong, and you can't even compare this with bikes like the Triumph, or the Highness, or the Himalayans. The headlight is pathetic for those vehicles. Even for my Interceptor earlier one, the headlight was pathetic. So, having said that, I think that's something which are something which is mostly the icing on the cake. And I also like these bits where you get to see that you have the phone holder mount. So that also is one of the interesting things. Apart from that, you also have a very nice, spacious, and a comfortable seat, which is also something which I really like. And I think the other bit is more to do with the backrest support, which they have also given as an option for the pillion rider. And the pillion rider is again not placed too high, but added to that, they are also given the backrest support. So that also is a good thing. So these were the positives, right? And the reason why this is my choice, again, my preference. When it comes to negatives, yes, there are two which I certainly want to highlight, and that is the torque, the initial torque spread, that is on the weaker side. Adding to that is the weight, where if you are not in the right speed or the right gear, because of the weight, you will stall and the vehicle suddenly stops, and that can also be dangerous, because it has a very weak, low end or bottom end torque. So that is something which is there. Apart from that, I think the other negative, which I would say, is with the tank range, and the plastic nature of the tank, and also the equipment that it comes with. So I know there are dual pod instrumentation console, but they could have added more features like a turn-by-turn navigation or Bluetooth connectivity, something like that sort. And in terms of the tank, though it looks so big, it just holds roughly around 12 liters. So that also is one of the concerns which I don't like about it. So that's the areas of improvement that I feel that Bajaj has to work with, and in my opinion, also day to day, right, this is something which I feel needs to be corrected. Though this was partly corrected with the NS, and in terms of engine, not much, but in terms of the weight, yes, they did manage to lower the weight by almost around 13 to 15 kgs, so which is a good sign. But yeah, in terms of the other bits, it's missing, like highway touring manners. So that's pretty much that I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, so please like and subscribe to my channel. This is Kevin signing off, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.